I'm not going to be on here long because I'm doing house chores, right? But we got to talk about this. Hey, everybody. Hola, hola, classy lady. Hey, everybody. Hey, Kelski. Hey, everybody. I'm looking crazy, too, because I'm doing house chores. And I just put this hoodie on because I don't want to offend nobody. Hey. Hey, Buddha Biscuits. Hey. It was 70 degrees here at about 11 or 12 o'clock. About 70 degrees. It's going to be 15 degrees tonight. I'm going to say this again. It was 70 degrees at about 11 o'clock. 70, Mari. No joke. It was 70 degrees. Actually, 73 degrees. Y'all had extreme fog. And tonight, it is going to be fit. Do y'all realize I went outside and had me some meds and talked to the kids? You said same in Houston, hot during the day. Listen. Had me some coffee, talked to the kids, yelled at Emu. You know how she said, Mama. I said, hey, girl, what is you doing? She didn't got makeup for Christmas and all of that. Anyway. Baby, I heard the wind howling. I thought I was tripping. Right? I'm like, why do it sound like my window is about to come out? Do y'all know it's 34 and the temperature is dropping like 5 degrees every hour? What? Where does it drop 60 basically degrees in one day? I don't know if we got no meteorologists or nobody that study weather, but 60 degrees in less than 8 hours? Baby, that's not good. That's not normal either. Hello. Am I tripping or are y'all 60 degrees? From 73 to 15? Might as well say 59 degrees. That's not normal, y'all. I don't care how nobody try to spin it. 60 degrees? No. No, that's not normal. You hear me? You said my hydro was out for 2 hours and now it's thundering and lightning here. Lots of rain. Interesting. We literally just chatting about this. Listen, I just went outside. I said, oh. It was so hot today. And I was on the phone with my daughter that wasps and bees was flying at my head. She said, not that you running. I said on December 28th, though. I'm always gonna run from a bee and a wasp because I don't know why, but they like me. They be, and I don't fool with them. Today, when I was on the phone with my daughter, I sprayed some peppermint outside my door because of spiders, and I guess it brought the bees and the wasps to me. Is y'all listening? On December the 28th of 20 and 25, it was a wasp and a bee at 10 o'clock this morning. Here we are at 6:28, and it's back to winter. Some ain't right. I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, I'm about to be Lord's will. March 46. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And I pay attention. I pretty much take pictures of the sky every single day. I'm outside every day. Listen. Hey, y'all. You said plus the fog doesn't even seem consistent with fog weather patterns. Exactly. You said I had a bee fly around me like it was lost at the gas pump. This is what I'm trying to tell. Listen here. You said the insects is just confused because it's following the programming. Listen. My brother's still expected to go to work tomorrow at school, even though the kids are out until the 6th. It was 63 and expected to be 17 when he's on his way to work tomorrow. It was 10 degrees hotter than that, Sarah, and it's going to be 15 in the morning. You make it make sense to me. Butterflies has been out in Carolinas this last 2 days, but last week it was 28 degrees. Okay. So it's not just me, y'all. I see what I see too. 60 degrees, baby, that don't happen. I don't care what nobody say. Not in one day. Not in one day. Do you hear me? That's not real. That's not real. That's not supposed to happen. It's not. He said I told him don't go if he feels any type of scary. Listen. High wind, girl. And the wind, it's howling outside, honey. I'm going to tell you what I done seen in less than 7 days. I done seen winter, summer, spring, and fall in less than 7 days. How about y'all? Even if y'all haven't, I have. I done seen every single season in the last 7 days. That makes that don't make no sense. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't care what you say. Something is wrong. You said you had strong wind advisory over here. Girl, the wind was blowing like it's April. I told my daughter yesterday, I said this either feel like late, like early fall. Yesterday, it felt like late spring. Today, it was summer. And tonight, it's about to be extreme winter. What in the world? You said you're not lying, Auntie. It was 80 degrees today, and it's going to be 31 tomorrow. This 50 degrees, baby girl. 50? Are y'all? Listen. You're not listening. 50 degrees? In hours? No. Snowstorm tomorrow with high wind chills. Okay, I'm in Sarasota, so I'm exempt, laugh out loud, but it's supposed to get to 40 Tuesday, which might as well be icicles for me now. Exactly, because 40 over there is cold because it's wet all the time. He said, yep, same here. We're about to tap back into winter in the next few hours. It's been hot and muggy the last couple of days. Listen. I'm trying to tell y'all, it does not, okay, drop 50 degrees in 12 hours. That's not a thing. Yeah. Listen, you said 83 tomorrow. Listen, that's not normal, family. You said we just had a snowstorm in Jersey Friday and Saturday. Okay. They playing with the power too. I had to bring my stuff out. Are you serious? You already had to bring your stuff out. Guess what? Yeah, I think it's some other people too. Because Upper Michigan, baby, y'all, what was 5 days without power? January, February usually be the coldest and the snowiest month. Have them wool blankets on standby. This part. Alabama was 72. What's it gonna be tomorrow? Overnight. Listen, they talking about if it rain, the rain is gonna freeze as soon as it hit whatever it hit. I said, what? They said, so it's about to be black ice in the morning, huh? You said, I'm glad I listened. I can't wait for my butane stove to come on. You sound like my cousin. You sound like my cousin. She said, nigga, I pulled my stuff out and was frying chicken and making eggs and bacon and everything and did. You said 20 in Alabama tomorrow? 20 in Alabama, and it was 72 this morning? Y'all, 50 degrees. Do you know how long it takes to cool down an area? You said it just rained for over 9 hours last night into this morning, and now we're supposed to get snow. Yeah, they talking about black ice. I'm trying to tell y'all, they said freezing rain, like freezing rain as soon as it hit. They listen. Look, playing with the scriptures say the you ain't gonna know the seasons. We done been through all four in less than 7 days. I'm trying to tell y'all, we're getting closer. You said I saw that for my area. Hold on, where you and you went? You said I just saw that for my area. Dangerous conditions for the commute to work. I will be right here in the house. That part. Listen, you have to have big wind for it to cool that quickly. Exactly. You know how long it take to cool? Y'all not understanding. Listen, 50 degrees? No. That should not be okay. If you don't believe me, go and watch The Day After Tomorrow. They'll tell you. Y'all believe what they put on TV. I'm just here on the internet. Go watch The Day After Tomorrow and watch that man talk about how the temperature is not supposed to drop that quickly and this is not good and da 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 da. That movie is happening right now. We're literally living in it. Not the big water and all of that just yet. It snowed in Australia in the summer. Are you understanding? And the places where there's supposed to be snow, there is none. Y'all not getting it. It was a bee and a wasp that flew at my head today at 10 o'clock. I don't know if y'all understand. It's December 28th. December 28th. This y'all not getting it. Somebody said up in Washington or somewhere Iowa or something that the trees is already budding for April, like for spring, whatever trees they grow. And her son pointed it out, said, "Mommy, the trees got buds on them." Huh? We ain't even got in the winter good. Make that make sense? And they still 4 months early or about what? You said, listen, and the mosquitoes is out. Seen them. Nets too. I said, what in the world? Listen. You said sounds like money to me. Well, shoveling, come on. You said, okay. You said temperature drop and then raises back up. The last time I saw temperature drop 30 degrees in a day, there was a tornado warning in Tinley Park. Okay. You said, I understand. I had bees flying in my car a few days ago. Not in December. You're not supposed to. You're not. We didn't have any landfall hurricanes at all in the continental U.S. this year, too. Uh-oh. You said Mother Nature said we will play ping pong this season. So, I was thinking this earlier. It's no way it's 80 degrees in December, even if it is Louisiana. Exactly. Mosquitoes and flies, listen, was out not too long ago. They out right now. The nets is out. You said yes, fighting nets in the house. They shouldn't be. I killed a bee in my bedroom last week. Do y'all? Okay. Raise your hand if you know this is not supposed to be happening. Collectively, if you agree, just raise your hand. You ain't even got to say nothing else. Just raise your hand. Because this ain't normal. You said it's 75 here in Atlanta, cold front expected next week. Oh, okay. So all of us think the same. Because, right. I saw a couple mosquitoes and it's winter. Exactly. Mosquitoes are not supposed to be out in the winter. Neither are flies. Unless there's something dead. That's the only time you might see them. And other than that, it dang sure ain't supposed to be no bees or no wasps out, honey, on December 28th. Nowhere unless you're closer to the equator or something like that. Hello. This is not normal, I promise you. And it's sad because so many people are so worried about stuff that really don't even matter that they can't even see what they need to be paying attention to. And it's scary. Because how can you see? I saw it was some earthquakes yesterday. I said, tracks. Hey, Pumpkin. It was some earthquakes yesterday or today. Nice ones. Who remembers us reading about the earthquakes going to Japan when we were studying? And I believe it was the sibling oracles. Do you all remember? And we talked about Asia. Y'all don't remember? And it was right. We did a class right before and right after they hit their first whatever of $1 trillion in export. Remember? And we read about the earthquakes that was going to come to them, did we not? Huh? I said everybody's all excited about the trade, but if this clocks, yeah, it's about to be real crazy over there. Because remember, right, we did a class and looky, now they talking about tsunamis and stuff. He said, and did y'all see that the Queen of Hearts released a message concerning hope and joy jingle holiday because it'll be the last? I already did. 5902, I don't know who you are. I already talked about it. If my calculations was correct, we here in the second half of this good old thing, and everybody was calling me crazy, but it's looking like the second half to me. Is it looking like the second half to y'all? I think folks think that they really think we're just starting it. It looks just like the second half. Exactly. The numbers is lining up. Hello. We already in the second half of the game. And folks, it's like, oh, the game hasn't even started yet. No, we have time. Oh, okay. I guess you do. Because yeah. Did we talk about silver and gold and all of that? We read the scripture about the precious metals and the gold and the silver and all of that being thrown out into the street, did we not? Back in 20 and 22, when I first started this, everybody came in here and said, don't listen to her, go buy gold and silver. I said, you about to have all that money in your account after you buy that gold and silver, and you can't eat it, and they're going to turn your money off. Then what you going to do, smarty pants? Y'all remember this? Folks argued me down about the stock market. They argued me down about precious metals. They argued me down about all of that. And I said, it's all about to be real good and useless. Do you see the uselessness happening right now? It's going to be obsolete. There's going to be no reason for it. You can have as much silver money as you and the 401ks. We talked about the 401ks. I said you needed to take it out. And they said, don't listen to her. And I said, well, you might lose it. That was in 20 and 22. God told us. And what happened with people in the beginning of 20 and 25? Actually, it started before that, because in 20 and 24, they started telling people they couldn't get their money out. 23, actually. Oh, okay. Well, it's about to be 20 and 26 in a few days. And guess what? Folks lost their 401ks and they Roth IRAs and all kinds of stuff. They can't get their money out. The stock market is really crashed. The world's stock market. And now, you said only water, food, and shelter is going to matter real soon. And seasonings, don't forget that seasonings is going to be important. The euro has dropped down to $1 American instead of $2. Okay. Hey, it started when the stock first crashed. Listen, you said, and we got 3 years before 2029 Terminator. Did y'all go watch it last night? All of that was interesting. Did y'all see her dreams? When she was standing at the playground, holding on, looking at her baby, telling the people to run. You said, I'm going to watch it when I leave. Oh, okay, so let me not. Dang, Tasia, thought you already watched it. No, okay, I told that little part. I'm sorry. I wanted y'all to just see it. You said with a whole different eye now. Girl. Woo. Dyson in the mix and everybody. The chip people, the microchip that they needed to destroy. They needed to throw it back to the pit of hell, and they didn't. They going to reproduce it. Hello. Terminator 2. I watched it before, but not with your spiritual eyes. No, I bet. I thought you might have watched it last night, so I'm sad I said something. But yeah, you said I watched just because with the children last week. I missed that class. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's right there. They taking it off on the 31st, so y'all might want to go on and watch it. And pay attention, like my baby said, with your spiritual eyes. Not these, the other ones. You said and the Matrix. I can't get into the Matrix, y'all. I done tried it. I had the thing and the trilogy or whatever it was, all of them, and my kids would watch it. I can't never. I don't know. Maybe I should try watching it through spiritual eyes now. Maybe I'll give it a try. Listen. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You said, and it's funny how everything happened. Oh, where it happened at? No, I believe it. I know the lady, she wrote all of them, but some of it be a lot for me. I be overstimulated. I gotta watch it when I feel it, or else I'm gonna just be looking and coloring on my paper and just listening for real. Listen, it's a real crazy thing. I'll tell you that. It's a little different. You hear me? This weather, the way that it is, but again, you can't tell me that you don't walk through and think about all your sacrifices. Because I want to tell y'all this. You said the breakdown that the Matrix did was good and accurate. Okay. I didn't watched it, but I couldn't watch it. Maybe it'll work now. I'm going to try. I'm going to see. Yeah, but you can't type that, Nicola. You got to type that in a different way. Do you know when you type stuff like that they are watching you? And with this Queen of Hearts in the office, you don't want to type stuff like that. You have to find a different way to say stuff, baby. I'm telling you, and it's for your own safety, because now, did y'all see they about to acquire a whole bunch of warehouses on where to hold the people at once they go through processing? Did y'all see it? They about to buy up a whole bunch of empty old grocery stores and warehouses. Okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. You said yes, and the Matrix is good, and they went from one world to the next. Okay. The blind walking trees, the breaking away from the false programming. You said the system trying to disappear to people who are building dysfunction within the system. Oh, no, I get it. I kind of got the gist of it. I just wasn't into that kind of stuff at that moment. Does that make sense? I watched them, and I got it, but it just wasn't like everybody was going Matrix crazy, and then my friend, he had got me all the movies, and I watched them. I did, but at that moment it wasn't clicking. I get what it's about though. I do. And the control and making sure that you don't really be awake and all of that stuff. No, I got it. I just at the time when I watched them, I couldn't. It wasn't clicking. And it's a whole bunch of stuff. My son told me to watch Stranger Things. He said he told me when I was still living in Indiana, and I was like, I'm not watching that. And then I just watched it now, and I absolutely love it. And waiting for the new show, so it just be when it's supposed to click. Let's hit this off. When it's supposed to click. That's it. Yep. So I'm gonna try. I think I have that movie, which is really crazy. I think I have it in my my CD case that Auntie Judy sent. So I'm gonna look for it. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. It's my kids want me to watch Stranger Things. Look at y'all. Not both of y'all kids want y'all to watch Stranger Things. It's different. Now this last episode they did a little bit too much for me, but whatever. But it do get a little repetitive in some areas, but like you can fast forward past that. The stand, the thoughts on that. I think I maybe watched a little bit, but I don't know. I think I might have watched that's a series too, right? Cause y'all, I start watching a lot of stuff and just won't. I might come back to it 2 years from now if it's still available somewhere. Cause it's a movie. Okay, then no, I don't think I've seen it. I don't know. I would have to look at it and see. I don't know. I might have. I might not have. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I feel like I paid attention to that or I did see it, but ain't no telling. It ain't nothing that just stuck out in my mind too much. So let's see. I feel like I seen something about it. No. Are you talking about Colin Kaepernick? No, I definitely didn't watch this. Is this what you're talking about? Okay, so is that on Netflix? Okay, hold on. I feel like I seen it, and that's why. Okay, give me a second. Um, let me see. No, no, I haven't seen this. Are you talking about the Stephen King? No, I haven't seen this. Uh-uh. I haven't seen that. That I remember. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Mm-mm. Wait. I asked y'all if it was a series, and y'all said no. Yes, it is. It said it has been adapted into miniseries multiple times, most recently in 2020. Yes. That's why I asked y'all, was it a series? Y'all said no. Y'all said it's a movie. No, it was a series. And okay. Ah! So I might have looked into it. I think I did. That's why I said I think I started watching it, and it was in 2020. Y'all don't be listening to me. I asked y'all that. In 2020, I was definitely watching stuff about the apocalypse. Yeah, it was like a little series or something. Yeah, I'm like, I think I did. Y'all not gonna do anything like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I told y'all anything about the end of the world and why they killed somebody. I probably didn't already watched it. Right. That's what I'm saying. It was like a mini series or a little series or something. I started watching it. I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like I have. Okay, y'all not gonna keep making me think I'm crazy. Thank you. Listen, I started watching something, so yeah. I probably didn't watch it all, but I do. Anything that has to do with like the end of the world or anything like that, government conspiracy and all of that stuff, I might not watch it all, but I'm definitely gonna start to watch it. And at that time, I was girl, because I'm like, I feel like I have, but it was like a series or a couple shows or something like that. Yeah, that was at the time when I was getting ready to go through a divorce. I definitely was watching stuff about the end of the world. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to just go on. I still go on binges with that. I'll go through all the Hitler stuff. I'll go through all of the like everything. I'll go through it, and you know how you like maybe start something and you start something. We didn't watch a lot of stuff, and then I watched a lot of stuff before I met y'all. So you gotta think I used to be at the crib, and if I get on a kick of looking into some stuff, it's gone. I be and went down the rat. I watch movies that ain't even in English because I be wanting all of them. Yeah, yeah. He said I haven't seen the It series and won't. I'll have night terrors. I get it. I got it. I understand. Hold on, y'all. The fact that I had my air conditioner on earlier and I had to turn my heat on is diabolical. I'm very, 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 very proud of y'all. I just want to say that. I really am. Y'all know we like the TF from 2000. Y'all realize that? Too bad we don't know nobody that can make us some patches. I mean, not that we want to be like identified or nothing, but it would be so cool to have like a patch, right? But y'all know how I would want it. I don't know how they could do that. Right. I was trying to think. Look, cause that part. Yes. I think that'll be so dope. Y'all don't think that'll be dope? So it just looked like a regular white whatever. And then if you know, you know. You know? I think that would be so cool. Yeah. You said you going X-Men Rogue on. Right. That. Cause we need, I mean, how we gonna know? It should not sound like April outside. It is January. That is messing me up. So I didn't put my other mattress pad, pulled that off, changed it. I said I might as well get snuggly because it's gonna be cold in the morning. Changed my sheets and washed my blankets, fluffed the pillows and everything. Got all that together. I said, yeah, I'm about to snuggle right on in. I even turned my TV on and my video game. Before I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna play the game. Might as well, because it's going to be cold in the morning. I said, I might as well. And did. I said, I might as well. And I put the fluffy one on there, too. Not the one, because I got a thicker, mattress cover thing. And then I got the one for that Auntie Judy sent me, this, like, the cooling one. Baby, I don't even care about being cool on this evening. You hear me? And don't. I need that. You said each time I look, you have a color man when you go on Rouge and Store. You said waiting for the shift so I can cue the X-Men theme song. Listen. Hey, what kind of game? What do you mean? Like gaming system? It's some people I know they got me a PS5, and so I got a few games. My son been saying he gonna get on HP. He ain't got on there yet. Hopefully he do it this evening. I've been waiting on this boy to get on the HP game for 2 years. He still ain't chose his house or nothing. I said, I don't too much care for that. I don't. Get on there and choose your stuff, please and thank you. Hurry up. He still ain't played it. I said, I don't like that. You said I started off playing the old Sonic. I got that too. And dude, I already showed y'all my games. And some of them, oh yeah. Yeah, I got Call of Duty. I still ain't figured that out. Call of Duty, what's the other one? Gods of War, Sonic, Harry Potter, Iron Man. That's for my VR though. And then no, I don't got no GTA. No. Me and my son just talked about that yesterday. That's crazy. You all in my business, Belinda. We just talked about that. My son, when he did you I broke them up. I Crash Dash. Is that like Crash Bandicoot? You said what happened to nephew who was mentoring you? Well, I can't really talk about that. I can't really talk about it, but Um, yeah. So there's that. Right. Right. I don't bother nobody, and I stay in my lane. That's it. That's all. I love everybody. Mm. Maybe the problem is me. That could be the problem. I very well could be the problem. Right. I very well might be the problem. I'm serious because it'd be a lot of crazy stuff happening in my life. And I said, Circa, maybe you're the problem. But that's why I don't bother nobody. Cause see, some people don't know they the problem, but they always force themselves to be around people. I don't do that because I might be the problem. I'm starting to think that's the issue. Like maybe it's me. I'm gonna be honest, cause I'm very this is the thing. This is my thing, right? No, 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 not with the baby. This is my thing, right? And this is with everybody in my life. If my stomach starts to move wrong, if I scrunch up my face too many times, if I gotta snap my neck back too many times when I'm talking to you or whatever else it is, it don't matter who this is in my life, I just withdraw. Okay? Because I don't like feeling like nasty. You know how some people don't mind being irritated. Some people, they like that. They need that in their life. And I'm saying just as a whole. Like some people will continue going around people that they know really don't mess with them and stuff like that. I'm not that person. If I see that you trying to use me or be on some weird stuff, like you trying to use me as a slot machine, and I'm not saying this is the situation. I'm just saying, in general, people don't stomach me long because they want you to play in their face, and I'm not gonna do that. If you do something that I don't like, I'm gonna let you know right away. Okay, you don't have to address it. Okay, you don't have to address it because I've already 9 times out of 10 journaled about it several times before I say something to you that this has offended me or I don't like when you move like that. Like I'm a check me first. See, my journaling is to check me. People don't know that. My journaling is to check me. It really is. My journaling ain't for you. My journaling is to check me and see if I'm doing too much. But once I start to see, I done wrote down 17 times that you do too much. If I tell you something and you bring it back up in my face thinking you doing something or whatever else it is, that old weird stuff, or I pay attention to that stuff. Like I said, I didn't grow up, like I was away from my family early. So I was out in the world and I just paid attention to certain stuff. Now I ain't perfect, but I pay attention. Hold on, y'all. So it's a lot of stuff I just rather not deal with altogether. Sorry, y'all. But yeah. So it ain't even about, sometimes it might just be me. Sometimes it's just me. Hell, maybe I'm old and set in my ways. I don't know. You said, yeah. You said, you know, not, yeah, but I get it. But there's seasons for all of it, though, same way. We do that. Yeah, he found a way to tolerate our foolishness. Listen, and he found a way to get through to us even when we hard headed and stubborn. Yeah, it's just for me. This is my thing. Weird vibes will not make it in the 20, and they ain't been making it no time with me. None. That's why y'all didn't know me for almost 4 years. Y'all ain't seen me nothing. Y'all didn't see me with probably not even 10 people. 10, 20 people, however many people came to our thing. Y'all saw me with my son. I didn't have no entourage or nobody. It was me and my boy. Okay? You said, yep, be watching the patterns. Listen, I don't care who it is. I don't do funny stuff. And I can feel. I'm a freaking empath. And I didn't know it till right before I met y'all. Baby, I didn't know. My stomach be in knots. Folks would start talking to me and I start feeling all crazy. And I'm like, why is I'm feeling like this? Because your thoughts is real strong over here in real life. And most times, I don't be wrong. And I didn't know because I didn't know I was an empath for a very long time. But I couldn't, and I used to tell people, like, no, I don't care how much that person's smiling and whatever, that ain't, I can't. Homegirls be like, oh, no, I won't be back over there. I'm telling you. And then here they come telling me, oh, yeah, they weren't who they said they were. Right. You said you keep a small circle and private. Yeah. I don't like people in my, some people want to be famous and want to be known. Baby, I don't, even when I was in the streets, I didn't want nobody in my business. I never like nobody in my business. So, baby, let me tell you something. And then it get back to me that you didn't say something to somebody else. I ain't even gonna tell you I know. Hey, pumpkin. It is heavy. It is. And people think you can't feel and see. I'm not crazy. I know what I feel. And you can kick in ha ha all in my face. And I might kick in ha ha with you back. You just want to get it to do it again. Baby, I don't play fake folks. Because when you got to be around fake people, yo, listen, you be stressed out. When you got to be around people that don't like you, you like can fit. No. I will not. You said, and then they get to redactions. Oh yeah, of course, empaths can feel feeling fake and wrongness. Yeah, I don't want none of that. It's draining very, and this is why y'all have known me for 4 years, and y'all see where I be. You said Jesus was clear about who was going to betray him. Do you understand that I be having to know? I'm trying to tell y'all, I done had to be around people that I had a dream of exactly what they were going to do to me or what they were saying about me. I wrote the dream down and then they did it. But I could not treat them badly. I still had to be nice. I still had to be cool. Like, it's a real thing. He'll tell me your spirit animal, literally, like a snake, a weasel, or this, or that. Listen. And I gotta keep on talking to you like I don't know that you the devil. Like I don't know that you're weird. Like I don't listen. And this is why I'm thankful for cell phones and all of that. Cause baby, listen, folks be wanting to be around a lot of folks. I can't. I be overstimulated. I don't know myself. You said I didn't know myself. You said that I was an empath. It makes sense why people energy feel through the phone, right? And that's why I will put my headphones on you in a second, honey. I am not against it. Mm-mm. People know, my family and stuff, they know, don't call her. They be like, I'm sorry. Are you in the mood for it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't. Mm-mm. I used to try to, oh, okay. You know, when people tell you, girl, you always gotta whatever. Yeah, and you always in a situation with folks that don't like you. And be laughing in your face. I'm not about to be around nobody that be laughing in my face and behind my back. Baby, you ain't even got to see my face. Going on somewhere. I don't want you playing in my face. I don't want you breathing in my face. If you ain't rocking with me, I don't want you watching me, talking to nobody I know. Cause I'm not gonna watch you. I'm not gonna check your pages. I'm not gonna look for you. Cause once I know and see who you are, I will pray for you, but you don't exist to me. Unless God tell me to get on my knees and pray for you, you don't exist. I be asking God to let me forget your face, like for real. That's why if people be like, oh, no, I don't even want to remember what you look like, especially not if that's tied to pain. I forgive you, but move around. Why would I want to remember you? And you put a sour taste in my mouth, honey? No, thank you. Mm-mm. Some folks like to check up on people they did wrong. Why is you checking up on somebody that you did wrong? You real bold. Make that make sense. No, thank you. You said, yep, don't be bothered and being alone. Listen, y'all didn't know me for 4 years. Y'all ain't seen me with more than 20 people in 4 years. And y'all didn't know it every time I went out of town. Hello? Y'all have not seen me with more than 20 people in four. It, my kids and my grandkids, and three of them wasn't even born when I met y'all. Come on. Some folks be like they don't mess with people and always around folks. No, I don't mess with people for real. And didn't before TikTok either. It just made it worse because now I'd be like, I really don't know because folks be on some weird stuff. So, mm-mm. And I don't be around nobody, and I like it like that. What you gonna report? Nothing. And it ain't that I even got nothing to hide, but folks be too quick to tell other people business, honey. Just let it fly off their tongue. Well, why is you even talking about me? And I ain't. I did. Mm-mm. Listen, you said you can feel the good in people too. Your son has a very calming aura. Being around him felt like a safe space from the minute I met him. And remember I told y'all he's trusted in virgins' houses and everything? When he was a young teenager, when you know mamas and daddies ain't thinking about letting no 15 to 20 something year old boy be around like girls, that boy, honey, the parents be like, oh no, are you coming? He's coming, right? Is he coming over? Is he gonna get him a blanket? You hear me? They trust my son, and that makes me excited. Do you understand? People trust him with money. They trust him with their businesses. They trust him. And this is what I told him. That makes me, you need to be a safe space. You need to be a comfort to people. You don't want people thinking you're whatever. No, that makes me feel, I'm trying to tell you. When he used to tell me, I used to be like, we talked about it, son. We talked about it. I said, you want to be a trustworthy person. You want people to trust you. I told all my kids that you want people to trust you. Listen, you get into better doors when you're trustworthy. Because lying and all of that will get you in the door, but you won't stay there. But if you're trustworthy, like I told y'all, I done met people and they gave me the keys to their house like, whoa. No. If anything ever happens, I need you to come in here. I don't even know you, but I feel like I can trust you. So here, I do not need a key to your house. No, I'm trying to tell you. I'll be like, wait a minute, what? I just feel like, you hear me? Girl, y'all would not believe. People, listen. I told y'all about my old boss. I worked in the shop. He was dating that girl, and he had all his files and everything for over like 20, 30 years in his house. She tried to go over there. Get out of there. As soon as I got in and started working, mind you, I'm an apprentice. You're the shop manager. Baby, he sent all them files home. I had access to social security cards, checking information, freaking debit card and credit card numbers for the company, everything. She was hot. Well, everybody ain't trustworthy. Hello. You got to work on that. You can't be shysty. You hear me? That's okay. Well, it make me feel good. It really does. He said it takes a track record to build a reputation and one moment to ruin it. That part. And who wants to be known for being shysty? You want to be known for taking advantage of people. You want to be known for causing harm and damage. Oh, okay, that's a medal of honor to wear. I don't. If someone is saying, now they might say she talk crazy. She talks a little crazy, but it ain't gonna be, oh, I can't leave nothing around her, or I can't trust her around my baby. I don't want nothing that ain't mine. That's attention, nobody's spouse. I don't want anything that's not mine. He said, I wouldn't even know where to start to do something bad with all that info, honestly. This is the thing. And it didn't just start then. I was in corporate America, and the big bosses always was like, hey, come here. So, can you do such and such and such? Yeah. And people be like, why are you always in there? You need to mind your business. It's none of your business. You didn't get caught in there. You ain't got to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that makes me happy, y'all. For those of you that have met my baby and my girls is the same way. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this. My situation that I had recently. Do you know that my one of my daughters is in healthcare, and so when she was giving him the rundown about what they expect and all of this stuff, because all of my kids had a conversation with him, right? Well, no, I don't no, yeah, she did too. So all of them had a conversation. She she said, listen, you might think that we're doing a lot, right? But people hurt my mom. Her friends, this y'all hurt her, right? They hurt my mom, and they don't know how she is for real, right? You said with a caring and protective personality, a good God, thank you, right? She said, but if my mom is inviting you in, you're not just her spouse. You will be our family. This is my 23-year-old, okay? She said, when y'all get older, you gonna be in the basement with her too. I'm gonna have to take care of you too. So I need to know if you plan on treating my mom right. Now, she didn't say this when I was around. This is a conversation they had when they was on the phone. My baby said, listen, if you gonna be around and this is what you're gonna be doing, I'm preparing my mind in however many years to be wiping your tail too. How many of y'all kids is talking to this is what I said, are you serious? He was like, yeah, that's what she said. I said, yeah, that's crazy, because she didn't even say that to me. Okay. So this is the conversations that my 23, 22, 25, or 26, excuse me, and 20, this is what she said to this man. Now, I wasn't on the phone when they had a conversation. She said, you going, because she was like, we don't do that. You doing whatever. Like, no. You hear me? Blew my mind. And of course, there was more to the conversation, but you think about that. So, listen. You said because the message was meant for him. Listen. Listen. You said that's my 36-year-old daughter. Listen. I'm trying to tell you, it blew my mind. I was like, what? She said, what? And he was telling me everything she said. I said, wow. But that should let you know that your kids do care. If you are not with their parent or whatever else it is, because they don't just come into your life. They come into your family's life. We don't play with mama. Listen. You said the responsibility of the kids. I had a conversation with a young couple about that last night that also have been including you said have to be included in long-term relationships and involvements. Yep. And he knew exactly what she was saying too. He did. Oh yeah. They don't hold back. I be trying. They gonna say it with eloquence, but baby, they're gonna tell you. And they been like that since they was little. You said that's how your 18-year-old is. Come on, listen. Don't come over here. You said someone her age has more. Someone her age has more wisdom and care than someone twice her age. Girl, the exact amount, pretty much too. You said that's all three of my sons and my daughter. They don't play about me. I'm trying to tell you. But she letting you know, if you get in, you in. But once you out, and that's it. That's it. That's all. You said low key warning. She said some very crazy things to him. She told that nigga, yeah, we all old enough to keep grandmas. Don't hurt my mama. Don't do nothing to make her cry. Nothing. And it's crazy. Maybe cause every single family member that he talked to said the same thing. They said, don't make us have to come see you. My uncle said, I got a nice 357. It's real nice. My brother was like, yeah, we like guns around here and stuff. I mean, we like grandmas and stuff around here. I said, I'm sorry that even the children have threatened you. Everybody. My friends, he got a chance to talk to some of my friends, and they was like, don't hurt her feelings. You said they knew. You said that was us at my mama wedding. Hey, trying to tell you. I said, well, that could very well be why. And oh yeah, we already know. Now listen, I already knew y'all was coming too. Right. Listen, yep, y'all did say he better not hurt you. And you know what? It is what it is. You said we gonna step behind you. Listen, this is the thing though. It was an experience, but I said that to say, I listen. I said all of that to say, then scared at me, girl. I think that's what happened. I'm for real. Yeah, cause listen, you said I feel like I should make a shirt. My last target practice. Listen. This is my thing, right? Even with that, you want to be a trustworthy person. You said they gave him the warning. Your babies and your family don't play about you. Listen, but this is the thing though, right? Stuff like that, just in general. I don't even know how we got over here, but we gonna come back. So with that, oh y'all was talking about my son. That's how we got over here. You want to be a trustworthy person. You want, and that's not saying everybody gonna trust you, because a lot of people that are not trustworthy are always leery of everybody else. Does that make sense? Like the thief is always gonna hold her purse because she knows she steal. You know, because they do this, they gonna be thinking everybody on that. Like cheaters think everybody cheat. No, everybody don't cheat. You cheat, right? That whole thing. If you two faced, you always wondering, whatever. But that's just your guilty conscience, right? Now, will I test you? Yes, I do, because the Bible says try the spirit by the spirit. I don't leave that out. But if I get a feeling of something in my stomach and it won't leave, and it keeps coming to me, then I have to go ahead and say, okay, so let me not keep throwing this fly away from my ear and listen, right? Yeah. Yeah. So you have to pay attention. And none of us are perfect. And sometimes we see what we want to see or whatever else. And that's in friends and family and everything else. But I said this to say I be by myself. I really do. Because in this time, people are so vengeful and just sour on the inside for whatever reason. And they don't want to not be sour. And I say that being nice, because it's a whole bunch of other choice words that I like to use. One start with a F and an N with a K, and then the other word is a U and a P. But I be wanting to say stuff like that, but I'm gonna just say they sour. I'm gonna say they sour, and for whatever reason, their heart is still raggedy, and they don't care about hurting nobody. They don't care about making people feel crazy or whatever. And I'm not even just talking about in relationships. I'm talking about your boss at your job. They hate their life, and they want you to hate your life too. And folks be mad when you don't hate your life, or they be mad when you can take the punches and keep going. They be mad when you're not broke down for a long time, or tripping about an issue for a long time. No, the only way that you are relevant is to cause chaos. That's not my life. I don't have to cause drama and division in order to be important. That's not a deal. Even if I was never on here, I'm important just because I'm important. Because I worked on me. And so I'm valuable to people. Maybe you should work on your value and not have everything that you do be tied to pain when people think about your name. Every time somebody think about you, they face turned up because you was selfish or hurtful or whatever, messy. I'm important. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm important and this and that. I'm saying the people that mess with me, they feel like I'm valuable to their life. Whether it be for words, wisdom, whatever that is, they feel like I'm valuable. You don't have to feel like I'm valuable. But most people that don't want you to feel valuable, they don't feel valuable themselves. And so then they go do all this crazy stuff to people to try to make them feel like they're not valuable. Whether you see me as valuable or not, that doesn't matter. It's not a thing. You said I had a boss like that and they had the nerve to try to get me to come back. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, it's so many people that try to tell you, oh, da 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 da. No, none of that's true. That's what you feel about yourself? Oh, okay. You don't feel valuable to nobody? What did that have to do with me? That means you need to change your ways. You need to add some stuff to your repertoire. You need to put some stuff on your resume. I don't know. I don't know. Folks be projecting heavier. Yeah. Yeah. They want you to not be happy with yourself. Why would I not be happy with me? And you know how long it took me to be okay with this? With this right here. Do you know how long? You said same toy and actually told me they didn't like that I was happy and smiling all the time. Girl, if I hear that one more time. You said, or they stay trying to be attached to you knowing they not right. Parasites. You said I will always want kind and compassionate on my resume. I'd rather have that than ruined my day every day. Ruined my life. Made me feel worse about myself. It's a number of things that people can say. And a lot of times it be true. After being hospitalized for a little over the month, I realized how important I am to others. Yeah. 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 People don't people feel like their gauge for you on how you should see yourself matters. And if you don't think that, look at the internet. People change their whole bodies and every single thing because of somebody said your nose is horrible, your forehead is too big, you're this, and so you're too black, you're too pale, you're too this, you're too. So then other people's opinion of you value that more than your own. You said what? I don't know. Mr. Avery, did you just get out the hospital? Sorry. I don't know if he meant now. You just got out the hospital? Thank you, Joy. I didn't even catch it. I thought he was just saying. It is a medical miracle. Good catch. Congratulations that you okay. You was in a have you been in class? No, that's not that ain't been you. That's the other one. Listen. So that's what, 4 or 5 medical miracles? Okay, I get you, and I can't think of the other person that I get y'all confused with. Are you all right, Mr. Avery? You caught that because I didn't even catch it. Listen, that part. So you ain't been in class. You don't know what we've been praying every night. Y'all still praying for medical miracles. Financial, those are matters of the heart. You said, I love these lives. The learning is incredible. Thank you. Okay. And we seeing it pop out. But you know what? He do this every time for us. He do. You said still not normal yet. Still not yet normal or baseline. Well, start speaking that it is. I don't know what it is, but it is normal. And it's above the baseline or below, whichever is good. Sweet tooth. You said my mom is in the medical books. Listen, that part. Above is great. Okay, so above the baseline. We're happy. Thank you for catching that, Joy Joy. Listen, God is good and He is answering our prayers. I'm trying to tell you. Because that's like what, the fourth? Because Daisha got to go home. It's been a couple of them, right? Since we started praying that prayer, you said go ahead and change the atmosphere and environment and the people while you there on assignment and healing. Come on, that part. He said while you in the hospital, go on and work. You just stationed at another place and do be. Listen, of course, then God be hearing us. He do. Someone had a somebody had a dream. Was it Tasia? Somebody had a dream that I was praying and God was listening. What if that represented our class? Not saying that He don't hear no other time, but it's a lot of stuff. The financial blessing came for she, not me. I think she said like $1,200. She just said she was gonna fast all them hours, and then she got a $1,200 check within 12 hours of us doing this prayer over mind and matters of the heart and matters of the mind. And then somebody else got a praise report for a medical miracle. My dad was diagnosed with C a few months back and finally finished treatment, but passed out when he and Nathan were about to go for a walk, and they found massive blood clots. My brother-in-law came home from the hospital yesterday from getting in his lungs. The doctor said in less than 6 months he would have died. Come on. See, people don't even think that passing out is a good thing, but they wouldn't have known they was there. That part. Come on. Come on. And did. See, look at God. You would think you passing out. You said, yes, I got $1,200 I prayed for at 11 p.m. at 4:50 p.m. Also, He didn't even make you wait 5 hours. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Remember we talked about when the bad thing happened, it's just so He can get right, ready to do a miracle? How many of y'all heard me say that? If you don't have the trouble, it can't be no miracle. Hello? You said He is way better now. Come on. And is. And is. And do. Listen. The one thing I can say you going to grow around here, hold on, y'all, is some faith. You hear me? How many of y'all faith and grew a little bit since you been here? If it's grew a lot, just put 2 hands up. In less than 4 years, some of y'all been here 4 years. Come on. Yours then grew a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. Hello. Okay. Medical miracles. We got, listen, you said, listen, it was acid in my blood and He didn't let me go along. You said, go along at all. It subsided so quick. Come on, sis. Come on. And ain't. He said, I'll just be trying to get your attention. Mine, and today I got a big old thing of mustard seeds. Ooh, hand them out. The more faith you hand out, the more faith you grow in yourself. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm trying to tell you, when my baby was going through her condition, I kept these. I didn't go nowhere. I kept up. I would put a in my purse, the little zip part, and I didn't have these since 2014. 2014, and I used to hand them out at the C hospitals. I handed them out to the drivers that was driving me and my baby back and forth to her treatments. Gave them to all kinds of folks. Folks came up pregnant that couldn't get pregnant. It was all kinds of things. You hear me? All you need is one. That's it. Hand out some faith. You said I put them in my shoes and wallet. Walking by faith is. He said write down and make a record. That's all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. Listen, it's a real thing down here. had some stuff I had put in the refrigerator. I didn't know we was going to be on here this long. So, I didn't want my stuff to not make it. Because I need that to... Food is too expensive right now. Hello. I got some ribs. They was on sale for $10. And so instead of paying $30 to go to the people, I said tomorrow, since it's going to be cold, I'm going to put my smoker out. So I'm going to season them tonight. Got some baby backs. And I'm going to let them sit in some apple cider vinegar and some seasoning tonight. And then I'm going to get up while it's good and cold tomorrow and turn that electric smoker on and put them out there and let them do what they're going to do real slow for the rest of the day. That's what I'm going to do. I already said it. Sweet tooth. So, Mr. Hardy. Make sure I'm saying it right. It is Mr. Hardy, right? I can't hear him, and I can't think of who was in here last. Mr. Avery. That's it. I always get Mr. Hardy and Mr. Avery mixed up. And please forgive me. Mr. Avery, I'm happy you okay. That's why I was confused. I'm like, you've been in class. You haven't been in class. That's Mr. Hardy. Do you too? I get them mixed up every single time. I'm sorry. Mr. Hardy and Mr. Avery. I'm sorry. That's why I was like, you was just in class. But you wasn't. That was Mr. Hardy. Me three. Okay. So it ain't just me. Because, baby, I was like, I just talked to you. No, okay. Sorry, Mr. Avery. Mr. Avery and Mr. Hardy in my mind is the same person. Listen, y'all are the same person in my mind. In my mind. Listen, y'all are the same person. I know that's not good, but I be confused. And that's probably why yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we happy you okay. And you were a part of our prayers and didn't even know it. Not cackling. Girl, I be trying. Listen. You see, we got two gift of gods. We got gift of God over here and gift of God over here, but they not even the same people. Yeah, it's a lot of y'all names that's similar. And I be trying. You hear me? I really do. We got doubles of folks. We got Queen with a K, Queen with a Q, then the Queen is spelled. It's all different. We got all kinds of folks over here. He'll sort y'all out. He showed Will. You said I was talking about mustard seed. Oh, okay. Yeah. Listen, I'm grateful. I really do. Like, with everything that's happening, y'all, I gotta be honest with y'all. Like, it's different, right? This is different. Hey, I love you. This is very different what's happening, and it's happening very quickly. You said also don't forget to check your thank you list for this year and last year and see if it's performed what you asked yet. You said and thank him for what he has done. That part. Oh, I just had somebody make a thank you list. Yeah. Oh, I think I told y'all about it too. I don't know. Yeah. Mara said check your thank you list and see what all he done on there. That's true. Y'all should have more than one now. How many thank you lists y'all got? You did too, Joy? That part. How many y'all got? Y'all should have too many to count. Or 50, 11. Oh, okay. You only got two? That's fine. Two is better than one. Right. You should have notepads and every time somebody call you with a problem. You said got a few of them. Okay. Every time somebody call you with a problem, that's something to put on your thank you list. Hello. If it ain't your issue, if they told you about it, it's your issue. That's good. Definitely check those. Listen, you said a few of them. Good. I told y'all they add up quickly. You said my thank you list reaches from coast to coast. I know that's right. And guess what? God can answer every single prayer on there. That's the cool thing about it. That's why I said, like, just looking back over all the exercises and the things that we do, y'all, and that we have done, you all have done a lot of work. And I'm going to keep saying that. I got to give y'all high fives, y'all pats on the back, everything. You kiss on your forehead because some of our Our exercises have been a little excruciating. They have. And you had to dig deep to go and really think about what you were putting on that paper. But I know when y'all go back through and you look at the work, it make you smile. You said I write on everything. The mail, sale papers, I'm writing on everything during the class, after class. If somebody pop up on my mind, I'm praying. That part. Very hard but very necessary. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The work. I mean, let me see if I can find this because I know y'all probably watched this man too. Listen, but he said something. I think this is it. Okay, listen to this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like all this, that's his goal. And so that's what this is all about. Anyway, so there's a 7-year period, the 70th week. In the middle of that week, which is 3.5 years, he breaks the tree. I shall be like the Most. I shall ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's his goal. And so that's what this is all about. Anyway, so there's a 7-year period, the 70th week. In the middle of that week, which is 3.5 years, he breaks the tree and sets up an image and says, if you don't worship it, we're going to kill you. Receive them. Yeah. Like all this, I wrote a book about it.
So you think that's happening now?
I suspect we've started. The persecution is horrible. Look at what's happening in African countries right now.
Yes.
They're killing Christians by the hundreds.
Isn't there something that says in the gospel that when the temple goes up or starts to go up, that you will see God come
and
back?
Flee. When you see these things happen, flee for the hills. That's for the Jews. I'm Norwegian. I'm in Alabama.
What is it called? What is it called when God is all places all at once?
I want to get to the rest of this, but I don't know where the rest of that, what's the name is, because I watched it on another video. But he was talking about it, and he said, I used to be a pre-trib for 40 years. He said, oh, here we go.
Jumping into this. You believe in the 7-year tribulation?
I do.
I'm going to make some coffee real quick.
Before we jump into that, I would love you to explain to them what that even is, where in the gospel it describes it. And then you said that we're in it. I want to know what position we're in.
Well, in the book of Daniel, you really got to start with the book of Daniel. On this chart, which is my timeline, you can get on drdino.com. It's got the whole timeline. At the back is all the verses from Daniel, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, okay, about this topic. When I was in prison, I used to believe in what's called the pre-tribulation rapture.
And what is that?
We get raptured out, taken out before the tribulation. That's not true. I wish it was true. I believed it for 40 years. I had to switch to post-trib, pre-wrath. It'll take 5 hours to explain. We have a video series. I'll give it to you. 20 hours on this topic. Whoa, what on earth is about to happen? Okay? Jesus' disciples, let's start with the book of Daniel. The king had a dream.
Did it start over? Did it start over? Or is it still going? Okay.
About 70 weeks.
I didn't know.
Are appointed to your people. Daniel had this dream. And he said, each week represents a group of 7 years. So 77s is 490 years. And he said, Daniel, when they give the command to build the temple, rebuild the temple, you start the clock. 483 years later, which is 69 weeks, okay, Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey. They proclaimed him king, laid down their garments, hail King Jesus, 3 days later they crucified him. God said, oh, you reject the Messiah? You Jews are the natural olive branch. I'm going to break you off and put you over here. I'm going to graft in the wild olive branch, the Gentiles. I'll see if I can get some fruit off of them.
Yeah.
So we're now living in what's called the age of the Gentiles.
Amen. Yeah.
But the Jews are still God's people.
Yeah, of course.
They're not godly people, but they're God's people.
The Jews needed to go through what they needed to do so we could go through what we needed to go through. It's all part of God's plan.
So there's still 1 week left, a group of 7 years. And Jesus' disciples asked him, how do we know when that starts? Read Matthew 24 at the beginning. They said, Lord, when are you coming and what's the sign? Mark 13, same thing.
Is it the temple being rebuilt again? The third one?
That's what he said. You start the clock for this last 7 years when they give the command to rebuild the temple.
But didn't they already do that?
I think so. It doesn't mean they're rebuilding it yet.
But it's the command?
When they give the command to rebuild the temple, start your clock.
But they gave the command.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's what I think.
I feel like everything that's going on right now looks like they're positioning for it.
In the middle of that 7-year period, the middle of the week.
That's the last 7 years?
That would start the last 7 years. The middle of that week is the...
I'm sorry, what did you want me to read? I apologize.
Up at the top where they said 24. Matthew 24.
Remember I told y'all Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John just all say the same thing? Who remembers me asking the question, why don't we have the other disciples' books? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember me asking that question? Why we don't have... I said all of the scriptures in those books they're the same exact story. You think you're reading something different, it's the exact same. Okay, now watch this.
And Jesus said there?
What's the first...
From right here?
Yeah.
All right. I'll take it away.
So Jesus sat down, and they said, Lord, when are you coming, and what's the sign? Go ahead, read that.
And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon one another, that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
That's good. So they asked him 2 questions. When's this going to happen, and what's the sign? Skip over to the Matthew or Mark 13. You see the same thing.
Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign?
Okay, Luke 21, read that, same thing.
And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be?
Okay, for the next 20 verses in all 3 of those passages, he describes the tribulation, including the green, what's shaded green there in each column, of the breaking the treaty. Antichrist breaks the treaty and sets up an image in the temple and commands them to worship the image. The Jews are hard-headed, and they haven't learned much through history, but they have learned...
I'm going to be cool on that because you know how they get to doing... He can say it, but I can't. But you know. Ain't that crazy? You don't think we need Thomas' book and Peter's, the rest of his book, and all of these other... all the other disciples. Y'all don't think whatever Jesus said to them was important to right now? It is literally happening right now. It is. It is. All of it. But we know that they had already been building the temple because old boy gave them the money. I showed y'all the video. And now you cannot find that video. You cannot find... Remember the video I showed y'all in the beginning of this? When we first started, I showed y'all the video to do. Everybody was scurrying around and they were so happy because... And they said, when you going to start building? They said, it's already being built. And the fact that we could all be sitting in the same room and have a different interpretation. Exactly. Especially if he gave each one of them a piece that not all of them had collective, this part. And we see it all the time because he said it would say he took the 2 or he took the 3 and had the other ones. He told them stay here. And that's when they was giving them revelations like the vision of Paul and all of this old stuff that these folks was getting. Right? And I'm just saying because there was a lot of folks around Paul, but Paul got that vision and all of these other people, he would take them and give them special things and tell them because he knew some folks' mind couldn't handle it. That's what I'm thinking. Because the stuff that we be reading, when he showed them the 3rd and 4th heaven and all of that, You said, even if the apocrypha wasn't real, if your love for truth and chasing after God's heart, like David, you would want to did this part, and it blows. I just commented on a lady's page today, and she has the Bible. It's basically like our Adam's chart, but I guess they got a flip with milk verse. Mari,
Don't worship.
I just commented on a girl's. Did I screenshot it? Because I normally, if I comment so folks can't be seeing, I didn't say or say that said something I didn't say. Did I screenshot it? Oh, I didn't. Dang it. I just commented on a girl post today because she posted basically, I read this, but I have this Bible timeline, and it's helping me understand. Some girl got under her page and was like, you don't need that. You don't need any other book but the Bible. God can give you the revelation. And I literally put under her post, I said, baby, some people 40 years in the church and they still on milk. I said, go on and get your information. Keep seeking. Keep going. I said, because it's a whole bunch of mysteries in there. They've been in church 40 years and they still on the milk. You let them be. Or they want to be, they don't want nothing else. I said, they've been in 40 years, in the church 40 years, and still they never even ask the question, when did Eve die? And how many other kids, seeing as how in every other chapter, when it's going through the genealogy, it says they had more kids. I said, they never go looking. Don't even worry about it. They 40 years, baby, and they still on me to talk about, you need to come on up. No, you need to come on up, because you choking in when I tell you that Adam and Eve died 6 days from apart. You the one choking on the steak, not me. Come on up off the, listen. You said, and now listening to what we are talking about. He will not give certain experiences to people because they refuse to grow, and without growth and maturity, you will not receive the secrets. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Can I use y'all for an example? Kingdom, because he considers you basically dead space. Come on. Can I use y'all for example? Haven't been punished once for reading outside of 66. Nothing but blessings after that, ain't it? Everything you've been wondering show up. The information of why stuff be happening. Now look at this. I'm going to use you all as an example. I told y'all. Most of the people in my family are ordained ministers. I'm talking about on sides. You understand? I told y'all my grandma was a pastor, and I'm talking about apostolic Pentecostal. I got some Kojic. I got some Baptists, and I'm talking about they got their own churches. Been pastors 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Ministers, deacons. Baby, I'm talking about you can't tell them. The only people that don't want to hear about the lost books is the church folks. The indoctrinated folks, no. They don't want to hear it. Fact, still choking on milk and being fed it in a bottle instead of feeding themselves. Okay. I come over here and talk to y'all for not less than a week. We talked about giants. Something that they didn't read probably read Genesis. They read about the flood every year, twice a year. Baby, but don't even think about when it say giants was on the earth after and before. They won't even acknowledge that at all. If you ask them who were the sons of God, they don't even, you can't tell them nothing. I know. Crazy. How they are so lost in church because the pastor scripture picked the Bible. Listen, when I tell you my bills went from high to low from reading outside of 6. I told you he paid you to read now. You said reading for comprehension is a thing. Listen, over 60 years I've been reading since I was 3. My grandma was a Bible scholar who graduated from Spelman. My granddaddy was a black Jew. His family last name is Judah, and I'm still learning daily. Come on, Phaedra. Come on now. That's interesting. Didn't know that? Your granny was a Bible scholar that graduated from Spelman? What? Did you hear that? You said a lot of church folks, when you ask them, how does heaven look to you, they all tell you It's never dark. It's always bright. We never gonna be hungry. Yeah. Interesting. What? You said, but if they read deeper into Enoch, they know heaven is how heaven really is, and Dad really is made his kingdom. Listen. Okay, you said what now? Come on in then. Come on in. I'm gonna just say this. I'm grateful for what God has done here. I really am. I really, really am. You wasn't lying. The experience is amazing. From when you told us to give $5, I got 2 racks off giving $5 to a stranger. I'm trying to. And the blessings ain't stopped yet. I know that. The blessings ain't stopped. It don't matter if it got difficult. The blessings ain't stopped. And it ain't always finances. It's health. It's healing. It's babies talking and walking. It's all kinds of stuff. Listen. You said grateful for what we have and do here. Me too. Me too. I think they think it's only one level of heaven. Listen. The scary part about it is this, right? They talk about how big God is, but you don't ever really see it. Hey, you don't ever really see it. You don't. We've seen the miracles of God here, day after day after day after day after day. Good to see you too. Do you understand? We have seen the miracles of God. It's not one day that we don't get a praise report here. It said God has protected me and saved my life from car accidents. If I was not in the word of God for myself, come on. He said, I'm thankful for the other books outside the 66 life-changing with my nephew just passed, and he was autistic, able to pray against the spirit for the brother who was autistic, speaking his healing. Come on now. Listen, God taught us well. Listen, grateful for the lessons, the realness, miracles, and love. It's a real thing. Love started all of this. That's why it's still going. Love started all of this. He used the giant bait or the mermaid bait or the book bait to get you over here, but love is what kept this place going. You said not one day. You said not one day with absolutely nothing to give him glory. I'm trying to tell you, every day we have a reason. But love kept this place going. It did. It did. That's what keeps this place going, period. We really do love each other over here. Now, we don't like each other every day. Nobody. That would be fake. But we do love each other, and we do care about what happened to each other. We are concerned about each other's family members. You said, yes, this is the realest love outside of the love from Dad, for real. Hello. Is. That's why I said, listen, if you don't want no love or nothing, I said, I'm gonna love on y'all. We're gonna love on each other, and we're gonna be nice over here. Now, sometimes I'm not nice. I'm still working on it. But for the most part, you said the ability to share the knowledge with others is top notch. Come on. I'm trying to tell you. Because if he only give it to you, what is it good for? You can have the best chocolate chip cookie recipe on the world, but if don't nobody ever eat your cookies, are they really that good? If can't nobody else taste them and say, oh my God. Are they really that good? Hello. You don't know if the recipe is bomb until you get about 2 or 3 people asking for it. Hello. Then you know you done did something there. But if God give me my Holy Ghost and it's never multiplied, never, I just say I've been in church. But I can't nobody say, oh, this lady brought me to Christ. And not to church, to Christ. Hello, because there's a difference. They can bring you to church all day, but did they bring you to Christ? and the analogies laid down where others can comprehend. Come on, Debbie. Your transparency helps us to see what we do or don't like in ourselves too, girl. Because sometimes I do not be wanting to live this life in front of y'all. I be wanting to curl up in a ball and be like, I don't know what to do. Ah! And he be like, yeah, well, you got to go to work, so shake that off. Get up. Get right on up. You keep walking. I tell you, it would just start walking. You know how you be like, where we going? Just go get in the car. Do you want to go or not? Okay, I'm getting my shoes on. That's how I be feeling. You hear me? That's how I be feeling. But this the thing. What good would it do for me to get up here and act like I got it all together? That ain't helping nobody. And this is why I be telling y'all, don't be scared to talk about what you're going through. Because 9 times out of 10, the mean person at your job, they're going through the same thing you're going through. They just don't know how to vocalize. They don't know how to communicate it. I've been to a lot of churches, but I came to and went seeking Christ for real in this space. Wait, you said I've been to a lot of churches, but I came to and went seeking Christ for real in this place. Come on, India. Ah! You said you went looking for him. You said, now wait a minute, who does Jesus she talking about? Now, I done heard about Jesus, but I don't know that I done felt him. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. Hold on. There's more? Wait, there's more. You hear me? Yeah. Listen, that right there, I just told my son, he said, I see Christ and God here, and I felt the Spirit here, real talk. Come on the intranet. That makes me, you said razzle dazzle, Dad, that part. Listen, this is my thing. That makes me feel so good. I just want y'all to know that. Because remember, I told you a long time ago when he kept calling me to teach, I said, I don't want to teach in a church. I don't want restricted. I don't want my teaching restricted. I want to teach about whatever you want us to know. And he started making me teach at home. 1 person at a time to 2 people, 2 people to 4 people, 4 people to 6, until we done been all around the world. The same song. All around the world, the same song. You said what now? Indeed. Someone just asked me, and I'm going to watch a night service. I said, why I ain't been the other 364? Oh, watch night service. Okay. Are you going to watch night service? Got it. You said they said the Bible said fellowship. I said I fellowship in my garage almost every day. So it's a no. This Cabbage Patch all around the world. You said what? You said I've seen so many blessings and miracles here. I've never seen nothing like it that in my life, not even when I was in church, but here. Come on. And I ain't saying he don't do miracles in church, but I really did tell him, I said, I'll teach if I don't got to do it in church. We can have Bible study. I don't want them to tell me what I can't talk about. I don't want them to tell me what ain't appropriate and all of this, because folks is going through stuff. And that little fake stuff, the little fake medicine, the placebos y'all handing out, people, that's why folks is taking pea shooters to their head and stuff. It's a real thing. And these are folks that go to church. They faithful in church. Hello. Faithful in giving their money, faithful in a whole bunch of stuff. But they can't say their life didn't change much. That means something is wrong. Because they can't talk about the real issues that they're struggling with, so the devil gets to continue to fight them. No, we're going to talk about all the ugly over here. You said no for real. That part, you said I appreciate y'all. Because, listen, again, if y'all wasn't honest enough to talk about all your dirt, we going to say that, your dirt, how would other people get clean? They couldn't. They could not. You said I was about to hit the Humpty dance. I'm trying to tell you. You said what? Listen, you said, T, when I'm asked if I have a church, I say I have a fellowship family, WOIU. And do. And is. You said, come on now. Thank you, Father, for bringing us here together. This part was that before. And after he had, you make the podium. You know what? Give me your arm. So Queen not here today, so you going to cut up, Joy? Come on. Give me your arm. Matter of fact, never mind. Just put your hand out. Always got something smart to say. Put your hand out. I was already teaching. I was already teaching before that came. And then he made me make that podium. I said, people already think I'm crazy. No, I don't want to make no podium. And I showed it to you. I said, I don't even got the stuff. Woke up and it was out there in the garage. Left the garage open in the man and slid the junk wood under there. And it was everything I needed to make one. Give me your hand. You always meddling. And look. Because guess what? I got called crazy a gazillion times on here. He said, what you worried about? You said, how would they become brave enough to step out if we don't share? Exactly. He said, let me hear, and now I've obtained even more knowledge. Come on. You said it's scary because the apostle who spoke at the service yesterday couldn't break down simple scripture. It was painful to sit through. Now that you're a biblical scholar and all, now that you're a biblical scholar, you just can't go back to watching that no more, can you? It's hard. You be like, what is this nigga talking about? Is anybody... Is they hearing what I'm hearing? Because why is you saying amen to that? None of that makes any sense. None of it. Rika said, hello. Listen. Now y'all see when people used to be like, you need to go to church. I used to be like, do you even really know what they... This is what I started asking the people. Tell me what the scripture, tell me what the word was about. Tell me how it affected you, and they couldn't give me no answer. I said, well, what is I'm going for? What is I'm going for? Hooting and hollering. That part, you said that's exactly how it was. You said can't and not about to. Listen. And now y'all see why the books that we read... Okay, so think about it like this, right? Lightweight, we like the Jesus followers of the olden days. Because it was the church folks and they had all their rules and all of their stuff. And Jesus would be talking to them and everything he said went right over their head. Y'all don't see it? He said, I asked the pastor of this church why he doesn't teach about sin but want to lay hands on the altar. Oh, and we definitely talk about it. Sometimes we leave here like a slug. Sometimes we leave here and there's just stuff eking out as we inch along. You can see our slime line because we can't even pick ourselves up off the floor. You listen here. Sometimes we eke out of here like I thought I was doing well, and then we turn into what's the other name for it? What you call it? We call them slugs. What they call the little slimy things with the two little eyes on it, and they leave the what y'all call them? We call them slugs. I can't think of the other name of them real quick. What is it? Them. That's how we be leaving out of here. A snail, yes. We call them slugs. Snail. No, not leeches. Do leeches leave slimy? Snails or slugs. We call them that. We raise your hand if you didn't left out of here feeling like a snail. Because I definitely didn't left here feeling like a snail. All my troubles just falling behind me. They be like, where's she been? Well, she know we. Well, she went over there in the word, and she didn't went over there. Listen, slugs, snails have shells. Okay, in my mind, whichever one. Slug is the one without the shell. Well, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, they all slimy, and they leave that little residue where they go. Sometimes I done walked out of here feeling like they're sliding down the shower walls, girl. I told y'all how many Lifetime movies you done had over here. Too many to count. Got the water running all in your hair and everything. Listen, you said I embarrassed the pastor. Uh-oh. At a church I visited, he called me out from the pulpit because I wouldn't join his church. I told him, baby, I can preach a better sermon. He was too basic. Be careful now. You said, but they both leave nasty trails, right? Slugnificent for sure. Not slugnificent. Hey, listen, leaving all slow. Listen. He said, I have to sit straight up every class, I think, even when I sit in the back. Listen, this the thing. This is the thing. I'm grateful, because look at how the world is going right now. Did we talk about the big parties that they plan on having And they gonna have the funny gas there. We talked about it, right? And now they doing it. Okay. So all of that snail juice we left, be happy we left it, because they don't go back over it. They go another way. Right? We done left a trail of where we been. When you go through your notes and your journals and all of that, and you see the things that you wrote to God, that's your snail trail. Hello? But all of that stuff is behind you, though. You see what I'm saying? We working on it. We going. You hear me? A trail with receipts. Your journal, your notes, your search history, the books you done bought, all of that is important. God know you went looking for him. The same way they can track everything that we watch and read, they stole that from our dad. You understand? Who remembers me telling y'all when we first started this that God helped me understand that if you really go and you read the New Testament, when he was calling people, they got a chance to study with him for almost 3 years before they got baptized, or however long. I love you too. You said you've taught me a lot. You have taught me for 4 years now since your first video. Come on in then. I'm happy y'all be around. You hear me? So you was the senior too? Oh, we got a lot of seniors. You hear me? We got us a whole bunch of them. I'm excited. Might as well. We getting close. Y'all got a few more months, but some people finished early. Don't be trying to be no 5th year seniors. We kicking you out. Hey, Street, we kicking you out. Ain't no 5th year seniors around here. We kicking y'all out. You getting kicked out. You hear me? You getting kicked out of here. Let me go on and do the announcements. We is kicking y'all out. Yeah, might as well go on and do it. Yeah, we at the end. Hold on. Oh, it's in there. Hold on. Stand up. Go on and stand up. And put your robes on, and you got your house robe, that'll do. Stand up now. Come on, get up. You said I ain't leaving. Come on. Here. Wait, hold on. Dang, it's all the way up there. I'ma just, okay, well, we just go ahead and these out here. You said we on to the master. Wait a minute, wait. You said we on to the master's, the PhD, bachelor, as we got, as we got more to do. Now we ain't leaving. So y'all gonna be, okay, so we gotta get our graduate program rolling. Got it. You said you can't kick me out. This was my master's. I'm coming back for my doctorate. Hilarious. You said, "CERCA, we may have a new student come in." Asked my daughter what she wanted, and she said a journal and a Bible. And asked me how to journal. When I tell you it was an answered prayer in God's time. And girl, she won't make her TT cry on graduation day. Y'all heard that? Oh, you see, I said, you start writing, then they'll see you writing and journaling and reading, and they gonna do it. Yeah. Oh, man. You said I love y'all so much. Your prayers are being answered. I'm trying to tell you. Look at God moving. You do it first. Quit trying to make them do it. You do it. You said laugh out loud. I'm walking across the stage while hitting my WOIU shoulder shimmy. You said, but little do you know, I'm gonna be back. Oh, so you coming for your graduate program too? All right. Okay, well then. Okay. Come on, and we got a new student. We got some new freshmen. So you see how this works? God is good. Do you hear me? Listen. Oh, you know what? Is it late? It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to see if she answered. Let's see. I'm going to call. I'm going to go right outside now. She might not answer because she got to get up and go to work in the morning. So I don't know. But we about to see. Give me a second. Because I forgot to ask her the other day. All right, y'all. She said yes. She said yes. So you have to send it to the Nerd Junk Shop email N3RDJUNK shop. Okay?
Here's what I found.
Don't do that. Don't do that, please and thank you. Nerd Junk Shop. Okay? So you can go to her Etsy and her email is there. The same thing. Go to Nerd Junk Shop on Etsy. Don't email her on Etsy, but you can get her email on Etsy. Good night. And love you too, Uncle Mr. Avery. We going to be praying for you still. So if you want the kids' pictures, your picture, your spouse, if you have been apart, you send in a picture so we can get another one of these. We're going to do a 2020, I guess 2025, 2026. Listen, we will. Well, you can graduate with your associates right now. Since you've been here 2 years. If you've been here 2 years, you can get your associates. You do another about year and a half or so, you'll have your bachelor's. And then you on and working. Unless you're just going to go for the all 4 years and just do it like that. You could break it up. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. If you've been here 2 years, you can get your associates. You just graduated with your associates. Don't even worry about it. So if you want to be in the next WOIU puzzle, you need to send your email to Nerd Junk Shop. Oh, it's hot. I'm having a hot flash, y'all. The heat is working now. Okay. And so we're going to do like WOIU 2025 or something. Okay. You said sweet associates, then move into the next one. Right. If you've been here 2 years, don't feel like you got a long time to go. You already got your associates. You good. You just graduated just a moment ago with your associates. Now we on to your bachelor's, and then you said I've been here since 23, just coming back. It's okay. It's a lot of people that's just coming back. But I don't know, do you remember me saying that was going to happen, Dr. Carr? Huh? I said, some of y'all going to start out here and y'all going to be real strong. And then something that's going to happen and y'all going to go away. And then there's going to be some stuff that start happening and you going to come back. It's a part of the process. This is how God does me around here. I know how it go. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do this right now. I'm just going to stay sitting down because, baby, I'm about to sweat to death. Do you hear me? Oh, goodness. Whew. Look it. Y'all want to see? Wait a minute. Ah, let me show you. And this ain't even all of it. This is just what's on the bed right now. Thank you, Antoinette, for my little bag. You know how people have a bed tray? I got a bed basket. This is all what's on the side of my bed. Technically, it's on my bed on the side that don't nobody sleep on. Y'all see all my little snacks and stuff? You know how people got the cute little bed tray? I can't do nothing with that. I need a bed basket. Thank you, Internet. I got my popcorn, Jolly Ranchers, Wheat Thins, Pecan Delights, pecans, all the little chocolate cakes and pies. I got some trail mix looking stuff, pretzels, candies, crackers. So if I wake up in the middle of the night, I just reach over in my sleep and I know what it's supposed to feel like, and I open it, and then I just eat it. I just put it back. Do you see it? That way I ain't got to get up and go to the kitchen or nothing. It's right there. Yeah. I got me a bed basket with all my snacks in it. Yep. Chocolate that I don't need. That's why I wake up sweaty. It is what it is around here. Get your bed basket. That way you ain't got to make no trips. You said, well, now I don't feel so bad with my snacks. That's just what's on the bed. It's a shelf. If I take 4 steps, like my bed is like this. So it's a shelf right across, my door come like this, my bed right here. Right on the other side of the little thing here where my door is, there's a whole shelf with other snacks too. Auntie's, my cherries in there from Auntie. And oh yeah, I'm going to keep me some snacks now. I got a jar of peanut M&Ms. Yeah, my grandma used to keep peanut M&Ms and pistachios on the side of her bed. My grandkids won't let me be great. They clean my snacks out. Yeah, you got to put them up where they can't reach them, girl. You know how they had little wall shelves? I put it right on up there. And then, unless they sleep in your bed, and then that's different. But once they go to sleep, pull it on out. So you would stock your basket with those too. Baby, I restocks that with all kinds of stuff. It was some salt and vinegar chips and all of that stuff in there recently. Yeah. And Antoinette just gave me that basket, but I had a bucket. And I'm going to keep some snacks in my room. Because I can't call my kids and tell them to go to the kitchen and get me nothing. Because I used to be asleep and I hear them up. Girls, bring me something out the kitchen. Bring me some of that cake or something. Whatever. What's down there? We got sweet. Y'all done made something. I be asleep. Roll over and pop something back and go back to sleep. Sweet dreams and do. Yeah, I keep me some chips and snacks. And it's a carrot cake over there too. Quit playing. I'm going to keep some snacks because I'm not getting up in the middle of the night. I'm keep them right there. It's a good space. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put everything over there. That way, if I'm coloring or watching TV, I don't gotta get up and go. You said I got my stash too? Yeah, you got to keep you a stash. Listen. Now, pickle chips too. I like pickle chips. Baby, it be all kinds of stuff. It just, sometimes it's gummies and the little like Jolly Rancher type things. It ain't no telling. It just depends on what I'm feeling for that week. You said, oh, I don't feel bad now about my bedside snacks. No. You got to think, when we had little kids, we couldn't do it. But I don't got no little kids here. Now, if my grown kid, like if I lived where my kids was at, I probably might not be able to keep that out. I have to like slide it under the bed or something when they come around. And then, but now the little kids, they be under the bed and stuff. So I don't know. You're right, T. It might not be safe. You said, oh, mentioning snacks. They changed the date of the change date from April, not January. Just wanted to clear that because I said January. No, I had saw January 1st too. It's okay. You know they playing with folks. You have to hide yours because of your son. Yeah, they gonna come in and eat all your snacks. When you got little kids, you got to be. Oh, I'll be messing with Ebu when I be on the phone with her mama. Gas station, girl. Gas station has the best carrot cake. You know, the lemon at the hood gas stations, they got the carrot, the chocolate, and the yellow, the lemon cake. Every time I see them, I'ma grab them. Oh yeah, they got that. I'm gonna get me 2 of them, and I don't put mine in the refrigerator. I leave them out so that the cream cheese frosting them melt. Baby, they be so moist. Ugh, I'm gonna grab me 2 of them. I was just thinking about going to get me some carrot cake. I think they are the Nemo cakes. Baby, listen. Grab me one every time. When I hit the road, I'm gonna get me a couple. Yeah. Yes, baby. And pick up. Listen. And if you like, say for instance, you work, you know, and it's kind of warm where you are, baby. If you leave them like sitting where you know the sun gonna hit, baby, they be like they just got out the oven when you get back in the car for lunch. Listen. Oof. Yeah, they be good. Yes, honey. Leave them out in the sunlight, baby. Have your stuff. I used to put mine in the dash. I do that with my McDonald's cookies too. Like if I know I'm gonna be driving a long time and I want some McDonald's like the chocolate chips, I'm gonna get me some McDonald's cookies and I'm gonna put them right in my dash, right up there, so the sun can beam on them, especially in the wintertime, because you know the heat going, baby, they stay melty and warm is well. Well, now they got that big old top pack, but you know back then they used to give you the paper ones. Baby, I sit them right on up in there in the dash, and they be so warm and so like, ooh. Yep. In the summertime, I do it too, cause they gon' stay like melty the whole. You come back and it's all gooey and nice. Yeah. Just greedy. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Thank you. You said I'll be back. It's time to go get some snacks. That part. I keep me some snacks by the bed, baby. Yeah. And it might not be healthy, so I ain't trying to tell nobody don't be healthy, but I'm gonna keep me a snack or 2 by the bed. Got to. I don't be wanting to get up. You said because when it gets bad, I don't want to have to risk myself for snacks. This part, you said, look, love y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah, I'm probably about to get off. I don't even mean to be on here this long. I ain't even ate nothing all day. I've been doing laundry. I was supposed to get back to my laundry. I was only coming here and talk to y'all about the time, and we didn't been on here 2 hours. I'm about to go. I still got laundry I gotta finish and fold and put up, and I need to eat. I've been doing stuff in this house, getting stuff moved around, and y'all know how that happens. I say, the world is ending. Leave me alone. I'ma eat what I want. I'm trying to tell you before it ain't none. Listen, healthy intermission. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I got some spinach. I'm gonna eat that tomorrow. I ate cauliflower last night. Do that. You said I've been cleaning and listening. Yeah, that's what I gotta finish doing, girl. I was dusting. I gotta dust more often. I do not be dusting. Yes, Terminator 2. Yeah, because it's going to be off of Netflix on the 31st, too. I've been dusting. My dang PS5 had dust all on it. I said, girl, you definitely can't let this get dusty because that messed up the system, don't it? I had to dust my headphones. I said, girl, get your life together. Get your freaking life together. But I leave my window open in my room, too. I saw the Book of Eli is leaving too. Y'all see they trying to stop all the good stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I'm about to be doing. I'm gonna actually turn my TV on and watch something on the TV. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all know my TV don't come on that often, but I do watch on my iPad, but I don't watch on my TV. But I can, cause my TV is in the corner, so I can fold and watch at the same time. So I'm gonna do that today. The Book of Eli is free on YouTube. I keep forgetting they got movies on YouTube, and you just have to watch them with ads. Cause I never really watched TV on YouTube, but I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, I forgot because my daughter she be buying movies on here too, on YouTube. Uh, Terminator 2 is leaving, and the Book of Eli is leaving also. I bet you they start getting rid of a lot of these end time shows. How much y'all want to bet? You bought Freedom Rights on YouTube. What's that? Oh, Freedom Writers on YouTube. Yeah, that's a good movie. Hmm. You said, yep, better buy the physical, right? Terminator 2 was on Pluto for free. Okay, thank you. Well, wherever you watch it, let me say this, and y'all know I say this all the time. When I say where I watch it at, you can watch it wherever you want to. I know everybody don't have the same streaming sites. I just be telling folks to be watching on Netflix or wherever I see it at. But I know they have a whole bunch of places. It had what on the corner of it? It's a lot of stuff leaving, but I guarantee you it's gonna be a lot of stuff leaving that's about the stuff that we we about to live through. That's the scary thing. And I do, if you guys get time or on YouTube or whatever, wherever you follow people, can you please, excuse me, can you please go look up the stuff that they saying about the cold people? Okay, about these buildings they about to acquire and how they about to be processing everybody into the code. You said you've been binge watching Supernatural. Man, it's so good. They taking a lot of stuff out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not a website. No, it's her email. If you have the Nerd Junk Shop email already, go to that. But if not, you can go to. She's on Etsy, Nerd Junk Shop, and all her information is there. The cold people. Cold, COLD. The cold people. The cold, COLD. The cold people. They getting ready to start getting buildings, warehouses, and that is where they will be having their parties at. But those places, matter of fact, hold on. Ah, here they go with this BS. What y'all FYP looking like? Old videos? Y'all FYP looking like old videos? Cause all of mine are. Oh. Okay, so what's crazy is they're not updating my FYP. Interesting. I think this is it.
All throughout history, we've learned and watched some of the worst atrocities be handled by groups of people who had to stand up and do something about it. And I think we've been conditioned to be more comfortable observing from a distance than getting rid of our discomfort. Whether you are pro-life or pro-choice or pro-Second Amendment or anti-guns or religious or atheist, we are living in an era where we have to behave differently right now. We've grown up reading about all of these revolutions and all of these stories of these people fighting back against power. We've watched these movies and TV shows telling these great stories, the people who do that, because every single day we are witnessing more and more evil come out from its hiding place. And I know
This ain't it. Anyway, the guy was saying,
Hi guys. Well, did you figure it out? Pam Bondi is
oh, that's not it. Anyway, the dude was saying, basically they getting ready to, the coal people are, they just put it in a budget for them to start having people go to a specific place. And basically the place, or the lady, which I can't find it, but basically they were saying that the parties that I told y'all about where they had the gas and stuff, they about to start doing them same parties, and they're getting the spaces ready for that. Y'all remember when we watched the documentaries and they got off the train and everything was so nice, and the facilities that they're choosing are right by the train stations. And they said that they said they're going to get them ready for people to be in them, but everything is lining up exactly like we talked about when I was telling y'all about the trains and all of that. Well, they're doing that now. All the houses and facilities that they are picking are right by railroad stations. I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but they are. Hey, so that's what I was trying to find. I'll try to repost it when I find it, but yeah. Y'all think that's crazy? Since the Alcatraz didn't work and other ones, people are complaining, they said, oh, well, we'll get a bigger space, and this is how we're going to transport them, is by car, like by rail car. Yeah. It was near tracks too. We talked about that. Y'all remember when we did the studies? And I told everybody to go look at their fairground. Wherever you have your y'all state fair at, go look there and see if there was train tracks behind that. Y'all remember that class? And we did that in the very beginning of this. Probably in 22 for sure. You remember? Well, now they're doing it. We sure did, yep. And it's happening. Just like God told us to prepare for. So, crazy, right? 4 years ago, it was like, okay, pay attention when you see this. Oh, we seeing it right now. You mean right now? Oh, okay. And it's happening faster than people thought. That's the scary part about it. They didn't believe it. I said, I don't care if you believe it or not. God don't lie to me. He told me with a look far. And exactly what he said is exactly what we seeing on the TV. So there's that. I love y'all. It's all happening. This is why he told us pay attention to what happened before, so you can know what's getting ready to happen, and you can gauge. No man knows the day nor the hour when the Son of Man is going to show up. Okay? We don't know when the Son of God is going to show up. We don't know. But he said there will be signs and stuff to where you'll know. And if you're paying attention, you will see it. I love y'all too. Good night. Yeah. Pay attention. If you haven't learned where all the train tracks are in your city, that's something you might want to pay attention to, because you're definitely going to want to be staying away from those if you can in a little while. Right? You're not going to want to be on the train tracks. Love y'all. You're welcome. You are welcome. Good night, y'all.